Carmen Dodge is across my desk, and she's watching this illegal use of a credit card, the boyfriend's credit card.
He's over $2,500 behind and has a hearing the 22nd.
This case looks like a standard custody battle, but dig deeper, and it's a war between two different realities. On one side, you have a father claiming to be the savior. On the other, a mother who says his rescue is actually revenge. At stake, the future of a 10-year-old girl who is currently living in a basement with strangers because her mother just got out of jail. You heard the clips: fraud, jail time, secret recordings. But what you haven't seen yet is the cold, hard math of the legal system. The father's attorney is about to paint a picture of total chaos. Listen to how he frames the mother's life. He doesn't just list facts, he dismantles her character brick by brick. But watch the mother's face. She isn't breaking. She's waiting, because she knows something about the perfect father that he hasn't told the judge yet. Let's enter the courtroom.
All right, you both hear me?
Yes. Good morning.
Hello. We'll take a file 2016-54588, matter of Wendy Clark and Chet Dodge, and both are here. Mr. Ryder's here on behalf of the defendant. Matter was set for hearing on the defendant's motion regarding custody. So there was an ex parte order that granted Mr. Dodge extended parenting time, and then on the heels of that, he's filed a motion regarding custody for consideration by the court. Matter was heard by the judge, an objection to the ex parte and an initial hearing on the motion regarding custody, and she recommended that it be set for a full day trial. Mr. Ryder, it's your motion. Are you ready to proceed today?
We are. Preliminarily, I have my client's present wife in this earshot conference room. The other side should know that, whether she wants that person sequestered or whether you do, Mike. But anyway, Carmen Dodge is across my desk, and she's watching this. Would you like to have her taken out of the room, or may she continue to observe?
It doesn't matter to me. Ms. Clark, do you care one way or the other?
I do. I would like her removed, please.
All right. It would only be until she's called to testify, and then she would obviously be here for that. And then after that, if it's not anticipated that she would testify again, then people can stick around. But sequestration is so that prior testimony doesn't cloud the testimony of a upcoming witness. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Other than that, Ms. Clark, are you ready to proceed today?
Yes, I am.
All right. Mr. Ryder, it's your motion. Do you have any opening remarks?
I do. I do. This case evolves from an order originally filed or entered with the court on October 21, 2016, where joint legal custody of Emma Dodge, age 12, was...
No, she was born at 12.
Yeah, 12, age 10, right?
Yes.
Age 10, date of birth August 3, 2012. With joint legal custody with primary physical custody placed with the mother, and the parenting time was assigned as reasonable to be agreed to by the parties. My client obtained an order from the court asking that he be granted some kind of relief. And I don't have that petition. The court indicated that it would not go there, but did enter an order at that point that the father would enjoy extended parenting time, and that the child could be enrolled in the father's school district, which is the Ravenna School District. Mr. Dodge then came in to see me, and I suspected what happened in the pleadings is that Mr. Dodge never really did plead a request for modified custodial arrangement, so we did then file the motion for change of custody, and there was a hearing on that where the judge had sent it to you for today for an evidentiary hearing, assigning the mother parenting time on alternating weekends, Friday until Monday, and also every Wednesday from a couple hours, I think 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 on Wednesdays. And here we are now. The mother is contesting our motion, and we ask that the matter move forward with my client being granted the primary physical custody of the child. You will hear the basis for the same as if the mother's had an extraordinarily difficult road to live. The mother's generally relied on third parties to sustain her, and she lives with third-party romantic interests. Employment is nil, and her whole life is kind of upside down.
In exactly 30 seconds, this attorney is going to drop a nuclear bomb on the mother's credibility. He's lulling us into a sense of routine procedure, talking about school districts and weekends, but he's setting a trap. He knows the judge's hot-button issue is stability. Notice what he's doing. He's not attacking her love for the child. He's attacking her logistics, housing, employment. And the big one coming up, criminal history. He's about to reveal exactly why the mother has been absent. And it's not because she didn't care. It's because she was behind bars. Watch how he frames this. He makes the mother sound not just unfortunate, but dangerous. And the devastating part? He has the receipts to prove it. This is where the case shifts from a disagreement to a disqualification. Listen closely.
This came to a culmination last summer when the third-party boyfriend the mother was living with filed charges against her for illegal use of a credit card, the boyfriend's credit card, that was processed in the Ottawa County criminal courts. The mother did receive 60 days in jail. I think she's on 3 years probation right now. The mother placed the child, unbeknownst to my client, with some younger couple, as she was incarcerated. My client did locate the child several days later. The people turned the child over to my client, and that's when my client filed the petition that I discussed with you, where the judge indicated the child would have extended parenting time with the father. The mother now, I understand that she's out of jail, obviously. She served her time. And she is living with an older couple, the Strums, I believe. And this is like a Good Samaritan church-affiliated arrangement, to my understanding. I don't think the mother pays any rent. It's a place like a halfway point as the mother tries to get on her feet. On October 5, the mother did gain some employment, and she now has employment at Tyson's. She responds in her interrogatory answers. Tyson Foods. She has to be at work at 5:45 a.m., which makes the parenting time for her very difficult. For Monday morning, where the court indicated she is to drop the child off at school, alternating weekends, starting in her parenting time at Friday and concluding with dropping child off to school Monday morning. And the mother's basically struggling at this particular point. Emma, in the meantime, has been enrolled in the Ravenna school system. She had previously attended the last 2 years in the Jenison system, and before that she went to school somewhere else. And the child is doing very well. She's an honor roll student. She is a class officer. She participates in sports, and she's now going into basketball season, where she's signed up, and I think that has started. She has acquired friends in the Ravenna system, and the get-together, the kid gang, tends to hang at the Dodge household, and that's where the sleepovers are. So we understand things are going well. There have been a couple rubs between the mom and dad here, Wendy and Chet, regarding mom requesting that the child stay longer from time to time for parenting time, which has been generally granted. However, there was a rub last alternating weekend whereby the mother requested through this child, unfortunately, and I think we should probably have communications regarding these things between the parents and not have the child as an intermediary, that the child be able to stay later on a Sunday night, the mother having not going to Monday morning because she has to be at work at 5:45, and so she's been dropping the child off in the late afternoon on Sunday. This last time around, they asked that the child stay later on Sunday night, and my client said no, that's not the case. They had other plans that they had incorporated with Emma, and it did not work out, and so the mother just elected to keep the child until Monday morning, which is a court order, and that's correct, but then the mother could not get the child to school, had third parties drop the child off that we did not know who they were, and it's contrary to the technical order that the mother dropped the child off to school Monday morning. We know that because my client was taking the child's computer, homework materials to school that morning for the benefit of the child. Normally my client would be taking Emma too, but that did not happen. So that's how that was discovered, that a third party, which I think is the Mr. Strum, the Good Samaritan homeowner where Wendy lives now. And so we'd ask in your thoughts on this matter that be corrected, either that the mother keep the child or get the child delivered to school on Monday morning, or drop the child off at a reasonable time on Sunday night so that can accommodate the mother's situation. Nevertheless, our thought here is one, the mother is unsettled at this point. She does not have appropriate housing. That there will be a change in the housing, and where she'll be going is unknown at this point. Her employment starts at 5:45 a.m. My client's situation is that he is a union man, and he has assigned jobs recently. He's been assigned close to home, and the union has accommodated him. He is remarried. He is living with a very dynamic lady who has a cosmetology outfit out of her home. She's home all day. The child is delivered to school by my camp, and there's constant surveillance of Wendy, or of Emma. Emma is doing well. Emma is thriving. Her grades are extra super, and we want the situation to continue. That's where we are. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, this is not evidence at this point. It's an opening statement. What you intend to prove and your response essentially to the opening statement by the moving party.
Notice what nobody else catches. When the attorney listed her crimes, Wendy didn't flinch. She didn't look down in shame. She looked angry. That body language isn't random. It's the reaction of someone who feels the story is being twisted. Here's the legal reality. The father has the upper hand on paper. Stable home, no jail time, remarried. But courts don't just look at paper, they look at patterns. The attorney just spent 5 minutes describing a mother whose life is a dumpster fire, homelessness, jail for stealing from a boyfriend, relying on good Samaritans for housing. It's damning. But here's the twist. He mentions the child was placed with a young couple while she was in jail. He frames it as abandonment. Wendy is about to take the stand and frame it as protection. This is the crucial pivot. If the judge believes she hid the child to protect her, she has a chance. If the judge believes she hid the child out of spite, she loses everything. Wendy is about to speak. Listen to her voice. Is this a criminal making excuses or a desperate mother trapped in a corner?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I would just like to say that I want to explain why I chose to leave Emma with the babysitter, that I didn't just leave her with a young couple.
Okay, well, let me swear you in then if you're going to testify, all right?
I'm sorry?
Let me swear you in then if you're going to testify. All right, do you swear or affirm any testimony you give in this cause to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the true self you got?
I do.
All right, go ahead. So,
Amanda, our babysitter, had been watching Emma all of 2022 while I had my previous job before I was incarcerated. So it wasn't a stranger. Chet has already admitted that they're nice people, because he did meet them, obviously, when he picked up Emma. So they're not strangers. Emma was like a second child to them. I chose to leave Emma with her instead of Chet because of the past with Chet, his unstableness in Emma's life. He hadn't contacted Emma in at least 3 months prior to me going to jail. Emma even called him on Father's Day. He did not answer. He did not call her back. He doesn't get her on his weekends. He'll skip weekends. And then all of a sudden he claims to be worried about her. But then at the same time, when he did get her, he kept her from me while I was in jail, blocked my calls, would not allow me to talk to her. The whole time I was in jail, I did not speak to her and know anything about what was going on until I was released from jail and went to court. Wouldn't allow her to even call me, come to see me on the scheduled visits that I had with her. None of that. So I was concerned, as he's claiming he was, when he couldn't get a hold of her on her birthday. The people I live with, I've lived with them since April. Emma and I both have the basement. It's an apartment. It has everything an apartment has. So it is stable. Emma's like a granddaughter to them. We include her with their granddaughter in several different activities. They're very church-moving people. He's a past minister. So they're very nice, well-rounded people. So for them to say that I'm not stable, I make sure my daughter has a roof over her head. I am working. I got a job 2 weeks after I was released from jail. Emma did very well in Jenison School. She was an A student, and I'm not surprised at how well she's doing academically, because obviously I've had her since she's been born, and this is what I've taught her. I mean, she's the little girl she is today because of me. She had many friends. She had sleepovers, the same type of thing that Chet's saying she has there. None of this surprises me because this is just her little personality. She's amazing. And every weekend when she's with me, she tells me she wants to come back home. She tells me she's told her dad this. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't talk to her. I don't ask her about it, but this is just stuff she's told me. And I just don't understand why I'm losing my custody of her, because I did something that I thought was in the best interest of my daughter. Not only because of his absence in her life, but because of his controlling nature, his past with domestic violence, one time even including going to jail when Emma was
we lost it.
Brought me to the decision that I and I am relocate. I am in the process of looking for a home, besides the basement apartment that I'm in. Another thing that kind of gets me is Chet can't be current on his child support. He's over $2,500 behind and has a hearing the 22nd to show cause why he shouldn't be held in contempt, but he can afford a lawyer. So if he's so concerned on Emma's well-being, why doesn't he even want to support her that way? I do believe in my heart that that's what this is all about, is child support. We were in front of you in 2016 and he asked you, what can I do to sign off on my daughter so I don't have to pay support? Not sure if you recall that. It was a very long time ago, but I remember it because it broke my heart. You told him, one of two things can happen, Mr. Dodge. Either you can abuse your child or Miss Clark can remarry and her new husband can adopt your daughter. So then he decided to sign the paper because he wasn't willing, I guess, to pay the $100 and some for a paternity test. That's just the start of all this with him. As far as this last weekend, he set up a time for me to drop Emma off on Sunday. He didn't let me, when this all started, I did tell him I couldn't take her to school because I had to be to work, couldn't take her to school because I had to be to work. He didn't even allow me to set up a time. He told me you will have her here at 6 o'clock, no later. And he won't even let me pick her up 5 minutes early on my days. If I'm there, he texted me yesterday when I got to his house 7 minutes early and told me, do not come early. do not park in my driveway. I'm pretty sure you're allowed 15 minutes either way, but I could be wrong on that. But this is just the controlling stuff that I've got to deal with this man. And I'm very, very concerned about my daughter's well-being in his presence because I know his temper. Not only that, I'm willing to, I don't know if this is something I can do. I don't want his child support anymore, if that's what this is all about. I don't. I want my little girl back home where she belongs. And yes, I still want her dad in her life. I think she needs both of our love, but I want him to be a constant in her life. He didn't ever get her his 100 and whatever days he's supposed to get her, not once. He claimed that it was we mutually agreed that when he was out of state working or wherever, that I was okay with him not getting her, and that's not true. He stated that in the last hearing. That's not true. I never agreed with that. Sometimes it would be Friday before I would know if he was going to get her or not. And then I had to break it to her and calm her little heart because she wanted to see her daddy. And it's just ongoing. I could go on forever, but I'm sure you don't have all day. So them are just some of the reasons why I made the decision that I made.
All right, very well. Mr. Ryder, first witness?
I have nothing more to say. I think we should just get this underway.
All right. Go ahead.
This isn't about the $2,500 in back child support. It's about leverage. Wendy just flipped the entire script. She's arguing that the father isn't a hero rescuing his daughter. He's a deadbeat trying to dodge a bill. Legal experts call this the clean hands doctrine. It's hard to argue the mother is unfit when you aren't even paying for the child's food. Wendy admits to her mistakes, the jail, the bad boyfriend, but she's using the father's wallet as a shield. It's a brilliant, desperate move. But notice the pattern. She admits to the crime, but blames the boyfriend. She admits to the housing issue, but blames the lack of support. She's painting herself as a victim of circumstance. The problem? The judge needs concrete plans, not excuses. Now comes the cross-examination. The attorney is going to stop asking why and start asking how. How will you get her to school? How will you pay rent? And watch her crumble, because love doesn't pay the rent and excuses don't drive a school bus.
All right, I'm going to inquire of Wendy and her circumstances. So my questions will be directed towards Wendy Clark. You are Wendy Clark?
Yes.
Wendy, how old are you?
51.
And how is your health?
Great. Except for the stress that I'm under with this.
All right. You are what town are you presently living in?
Hudsonville.
Okay, and how long have you been there?
Since April.
And that's when you started living with Jeff and Denise Stam?
Correct.
In April?
Somewhere, I'm pretty sure it was April or May, somewhere in there. I didn't write down the exact date I moved in, but it's somewhere in that area.
How is it that you managed to locate this place to live?
Actually through the school liaison. She helped me find them.
Who you say the school liaison person helped you find these people?
Yes, Beth Morey is her name, through Emma's school.
All right, so you did not know the Stams before the liaison person
liaison.
with them, is that right?
No, I did not know them.
Okay. I understand there's a church affiliation here too, is that right?
They attend church. He used to be a pastor.
All right. And I understand that you pay no rent, is that correct?
At the current time, when I first moved in, I do not. I do now. Just
Okay,
a little bit, because I told them that I don't feel right living there for nothing, but they wanted me to be able to get on my feet.
So you give them something voluntarily, they're not charging you, is that it?
Correct.
What do you pay them?
I give them $200.
A month?
Yes. And I buy my own food. I don't.
How long have you been doing that?
Since I started working.
You started working October 5, is that right?
Correct. I've been there a little over a month.
All right, your answers interrogatory said that you started working at Tyson Food October 5, and that's when you started. I assume that's your answer. October 5?
Correct.
So before that, you were not paying?
I've given them, correct. I mean, I was in jail for 2 months, a little over 2 months, so I wasn't there.
How long do you anticipate staying at the Stamps?
Not much longer. I'm actually, today after this, I have a couple houses to go look at.
Where are you going?
Jenison. Emma loves the school district there, and that's the only reason that I'm still there after my breakup was because she loves the school, thrives there. Looking forward to her 3rd year in baseball. Yeah, that's why I'm staying where I'm at.
What houses are you looking at today?
In Jenison.
You're going to go look at houses today. What houses are you going to look at?
In Jenison.
Well, who are you going to have somebody show you these houses?
Yes, I found them on Zillow.
Well, who are they? Can you give me the names
of the people that own them?
Well, the people you're going to communicate with to see the house.
I just have appointments set up. They're open houses. I'm going to look at homes.
Oh, you're going to go look at open houses?
I'm going to open houses that are set up for today, yes, and look at homes that are for rent.
Have you looked anywhere before today?
I have.
Where?
In Jenison area. That's where I want to stay.
What did you look at?
I guess I don't understand your question. There's a couple duplexes I looked at. They're all in Jenison area.
When did you do that?
I didn't write down the exact days. Within this last month.
And exactly how long do you anticipate staying with the Stams?
Until I find a home for me and Emma to live in.
So you have nothing today to tell us that you're moving into such and such an address, is that correct?
Correct.
Now, you started living with the Stams, you said in April?
Correct.
Before that, where were you living?
In Jenison with my boyfriend.
And what was his name?
Jerry.
And how long had you lived with him?
Since 2020, I believe it was. The end of 2019, beginning of 2020.
Cameras don't show this, but courtroom veterans know. When a witness starts saying, "I'm going to look at houses today," it usually means they have nowhere to go. The attorney is systematically exposing that Wendy has no plan. This is called impeachment by vagueness. He asks for names, addresses, dates. She gives him open houses and Zillow. It's painful to watch because it reveals the gap between her intentions and her reality. She wants to be a stable mom, but she can't name a single landlord who will rent to her. And now, the kill shot. He's about to pivot back to her criminal history. She's already admitted to the credit card fraud, but he's digging for more. Watch her answers shift from "I don't know" to "I don't recall." This is the death spiral of credibility. If she can't remember why she was evicted or convicted before, the judge can't trust her with the future. What she admits to in the next 60 seconds seals her fate.
And was he supporting you?
Not completely, no. He when I moved in, he knew my situation and he was okay with that. And
what was your situation then?
That I wasn't employed at the time. And then I started working at a different job once I moved in with him.
Well, you said you moved in with him in 2020, is that right?
Somewhere around there, yes.
Okay.
And lived with him, and then I got a job, I don't know, a year or so later. The only thing that really we needed that he wasn't already having was food and stuff for Emma. And periodically, when I ever got support, I would help take care of the stuff Emma needed with that.
Well, I asked you in your answers to your questions interrogatories, which you answered, your employment since January 1, 2020. You said sometime in 2021 you worked for a period of time for Lake Effect Saw and Tool, is that right?
Correct.
And then that went out of business?
Correct.
And then you worked briefly at Preferred Quality from May until July?
Briefly because I got put in jail, so then I lost that job, yes.
All right. And then you are working at Tyson Foods since October 5, is that right?
Correct. Soon I got out of jail the beginning of September and I got the job October 5th.
You were charged and convicted of some type of property theft. It's the unlawful or unauthorized use of a credit card. Is that what I understand?
Correct.
Was that the boyfriend?
Correct.
The boyfriend pressed charges against you, apparently.
Correct, because I was honest with the police and told him that every time Jerry had his card laying there and told me to go to the store, I did not get permission every single time. But I brought back receipts and he knew that, but I still admitted that I used it without him telling me to. So because of that, I went to jail for it.
All right, and you did what, 60 days in jail?
Yeah, well, a little less because I worked and got out early for good time and then worked.
And that was Ottawa County?
Correct.
And I think you have, what, 3 years probation now?
Correct. Well, my PO said I can get off it within a year and a half if I request it, as long as everything's going well.
But as we talk today, you're still on probation, right?
Correct.
You have previous drunk driving conviction, is that right?
Back in 2003.
All right, and then you have another conviction for some type of rent fraud or something? There's a third conviction somewhere. What is that?
That was actually with Chet.
Well, what was it?
He signed a lease with a man. We were together, and I'm not exactly sure what all happened with that and why my name was even on it, because I never signed no lease. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask your client.
You don't know what your other conviction was for?
I don't know exactly what it was all about. No, it was a long time ago. I was just little.
At this particular point, you're asking that the custody be continue with you, is that right?
Correct. Reinstated to how it was prior, yes.
How are you going to get the child to school in the morning?
I will probably, for right now, have either Jeff or Denise help me with that. They offered. Like I said, she's like a granddaughter to them. They're very good with her, have her best interests at heart. They love her like she's their granddaughter.
That will not be forever. You're going to go ahead and find other housing, I understand. Is that right?
Exactly. And I've already talked with my work and let them know that when that happens, if this happens, I will have to change my hours.
And they've told you you can do that, right?
Correct. People work different hours there.
You have no documentation from your employer, Tyson Foods, that they would do that for you. Is that right?
I do not.
The court order that Judge Dyckman issued for your parenting time was alternating weekends, Friday until Monday morning to deliver the child to school, for you to deliver the child to school. You cannot comply with that order right now. You cannot drive that child or deliver that child to school. Is that right?
Correct. That's why, and she told me, and I told her that when she mentioned that, and she said that I could drop her Sunday night then if that did not work.
Correct. That's exactly what the court order says. And the one time that I made reference to here, and it's no big deal right now, at least we have to take care of it, is that you did have somebody else drive the child to school Monday morning.
Pause right here. Honest question. Do you trust her? Before I tell you what the legal analysis says, make your call. She's admitted to theft. She's admitted to not having a house. She works at 5:45 a.m. and has no child care. But she's also the only parent who has consistently been there until the jail stint. The father admits he's remarried and has a new life. The question the judge is weighing right now isn't who is a better person, it's who can get the kid to school on Monday. We are entering the final stretch of her testimony. The attorney is about to hammer her on the logistics of daily life, health insurance, daycare, conferences. These seem boring, but this is where custody is won or lost. Watch her scramble to answer the simplest question. Who watches your daughter when you go to work? Her answer, or lack of one, is devastating.
I wasn't aware I couldn't do that. If it was a responsible person and she was to school on time, I wasn't aware I couldn't do that. His wife drives her to school every day. He's off work. He's not working right now, and she drives her to school every day. Why can't her own dad take her?
Well, that's not what the court order says, is it?
Of course.
Okay. Have you had any, you're aware of the fact that your daughter is enrolled in the Urbana system, is that right?
Correct.
Have you had any communication with the Urbana system as to how your child is progressing?
I have called and talked to them. I attended her, she was decorating a homecoming parade float, and I went then. I spoke with her teacher there for a lengthy amount of time.
Have you attended
and I talked to my daughter about it.
Have you attended any conferences?
I was not told about the conference. That's something else. Thank you for reminding me of that. I was not told about the conference until after it happened.
You have joint legal custody of this child. Why didn't you just contact the school and find out?
I would thought that maybe her dad would let me know, I guess. I didn't even realize conferences were coming up because she's not with me right now and I don't have that going on. I guess that's my bad on my part. That's, if co-parenting was able to happen between us, I guess that would resolve a lot of issues, but it can't because he is too controlling.
You have your own motor vehicle, I trust, is that right?
Yes, I do.
And you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Regarding your employment at Tyson Foods, what is your rate of pay?
I make $21. Well, it was $19.40, but we just got a raise, so I'm up to like 20 something now.
$20 more than 20, but less than 21? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, correct.
And how many hours a week are you working?
At least 40.
Are you? Is health insurance available to you yet?
Not yet. It kicks in, I believe, in about a week.
Do you know the
And
cost of health insurance?
I already have Emma on it.
Emma will participate in it once it's available to you, is that right?
What's that?
You said Emma will start being on that insurance once it becomes available to qualify, is that right?
Correct. She is already enrolled on it, yes. It's just a matter of when it takes effect.
Okay, and that's going to be when?
I believe it starts in about a week. I'd have to do the math, but it was so many days after my first day, so coming the days are close.
Do you know the cost of the health coverage?
I would have to look it up on my phone. I don't know all the different amounts right now offhand.
I take it then that you have not chosen a particular program with the health insurance.
Yes, I have. I just do not know the exact amounts. I didn't know that was an issue I was going to have today. I have already enrolled her in the plan, enrolled myself in the plan, picked up the plans. It's just a matter of when it kicks in because I'm a new employee.
Who is going to provide for Emma if you are granted primary physical custody on those days that you don't go to work, or that you do go to work and she needs care provision? Who will be the care provider?
I will have to find daycare for her if I have to work during the hours she's not at home. I've never left Emma alone, so that's never been an issue. The sitter I had for her and left her with was a very stable, well-rounded family, and you guys already admitted to that.
You live in the Hudson School District now, is that right?
Right now I do, yes. But last year when Emma was still with me, she was bused to the school liaison, made arrangements to where she was picked up by Jensen School Busing at my address.
At your address with the former boyfriend?
With the stamps. From the former boyfriend, she got on the bus there. Jensen School offers busing no matter where you live, long as you're within a certain range of the school.
All right. Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
You're welcome.
Mr. Ryder, you want to call your own first witness then?
Yes, I'll talk to my client here.
All right, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm any testimony you give in this cause be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Ryder.
Your name, please.
I'm going to say something 90% of you will disagree with. This mother loves her daughter, but love isn't enough to be a parent. The law demands a roof, a schedule, and stability. Wendy has none of those. What we just witnessed was a demolition. The father's attorney didn't need to scream. He just needed to ask how. And every time he did, Wendy had no answer. She has the emotion, but he has the logistics. In family court, logistics usually win. Comment for part 2.